Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 6. Now, it's been a moment since the last episode, you know, due to Christmas and all that, and in the last episode, I built, I believe, this storage system. At least I think it was in the last episode. I don't even remember anymore, and yeah. I have been slowly adding stock to it since then. For instance, I think, gotten through this section here. I'm still working on it slowly though, because it's a quite boring task. To be fair, to go around everything, you gotta go get a lot of weird resources. Anyway, in this episode, I am going to start by coming here to downtown to build a concrete converter device, because we're gonna need a bunch of concrete going forwards in the city, and it's probably time we have a professional one, since I got rid of the unprofessional one that I built in the last episode. So, this design, I believe I made in Season 4, which is an improvement on a design I made in Season 1. Mostly because that design in Season 1 had some major flaws that led to it occasionally blowing itself up. But yeah, you know, the generals here is pretty simple. We got a whole bunch of space for shulker boxes back here. Places where up to 2 players can use this thing at the same time. Pushing concrete into the system here, where we have furnaces that will be read via these comparators on the other side of the block. When blocks get pushed in, they get pushed down, and occasionally a TNT block will fall from above here, as dictated by this hopper counter here. And yeah, that is that. That's how this thing works. But I did not actually add storage, so I guess I gotta add storage now. Alright. Storage, pretty simple, installed, you know, the basics, although I will say that I did kind of confuse myself a bit when I built this, that, I don't know, actually, I don't know entirely why this is. I'm guessing it's something to do with hopper speed and stuff, but yeah, the top chest, because the hoppers that pick stuff up is, you know, right next to the top chest will generally get like half the items, which confused the heck out of me. I thought that this farm was destroying this isn't a farm. This contraption was destroying half the items. It wasn't. In the next part of this episode, I have cleared out an area here, which is actually for what we're doing a little bit later, but it's related to what we're doing now, which is building, well, I guess it's all one thing, just 2 giant components. Building the good old brick factory. Not actually the building that goes around it. That's going to be gigantic and take a long time. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of things I have to build buildings around. I'll have to do that at some point in the future. But yeah, anyhow, let's get into a time lapse of this big thing. The moment I pressed the record button, it started to rain. My gosh. My gosh. Anyhow, yeah, this thing is, well, at least the construction of this rooted dirt farm here has completed. I haven't put anything in any hopper clocks or timers or buckets of water in any dispenser or anything, so I need to go figure out where all that stuff is required. But besides that, yes, this entire thing is finished in a long time. And, yeah, now I'm going to have to go do the other part of it right here that actually turns the stuff into clay, which will be useful for us. Alright, let's go! Another time lapse. Now, I didn't initially think that I was actually going to be able to get this video out in time this week, because I spent like the first half of the week procrastinating, doing other stuff, extending the kind of Christmas break that I made for myself by not having a video up last week. But I did end up getting everything done after grinding for many hours on this last part, which I knew it would take forever, as it took forever last season, but apparently I just didn't know how forever was. Anyway, while editing this episode, I've noticed I've been having annoying issues with the audio, because I just updated to a new version of the editing software that I use, and for some reason, just like it is having extreme issues with the audio processing, where it's just been crackling and popping with the audio. Like the original source clips and exported clips are all just straight fine. It's just while editing is doing it, which makes it really annoying to edit stuff, especially when there's music involved, because I know what the music sounds like normally, and the popping that gets inserted is different times. Oh, it's annoying, but hopefully you enjoy the video, as, yeah, you don't have to deal with that very annoyingness. Alright, update on that situation. My editing software has just randomly started working properly. For no reason, I didn't change anything. Anyhow, yes, the clay drying system here, which is incredibly overkill because it's built for a constant stream of rooted dirt incoming, and, that is definitely not what gets provided. Yeah, that is complete. And so is, of course, the blast chamber attached to it. However, well, okay, I guess I haven't filled up the bottles for the actual mud conversion yet. I need to do that. But I also realized that the schematic has a dispenser for the TNT part of the blast chamber. And I obviously need to attach the TNT duper to this, so I'll have to modify this blast chamber with that. But I'm going to do that off camera. Moving back over to this part here. So I have left this thing running for, it feels like probably 24 hours now. It's probably not quite that much. Just with the bone meal generator running, just start filling this entire area up with bone meal, and it has yet to finish. It is not quite done with this section here yet. See, it's only backed up to there on this part. Moving over to here, I don't think, yeah, it's not even all the way done with this, so I have to, before I can even turn this on, wait a while more for this thing to fill up with bone meal. But yeah, I can quickly test the other stuff, but I'm going to do that I'm going to do that off camera because I have run out of time for this episode. So, I'm gonna have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my game, which I might work on sometime soon in the future, which is linked in the description, and I will see you in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 6. Bye!